do it. All right, at this time we'll call the the Campaign Finance Ethics Commission meeting to order. This is our required meeting more than 10 days and less than 20 days prior to the June primary. And we have a very limited agenda this morning. Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Commissioner Claiborne.
Present.
Commissioner McBride.
Present.
And Chair C.
Present. Should we do the pledge? All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Guess I forgot to start, huh? The next item on our agenda is the swearing in of our new member. And I presume that we have...
I will do it.
You do it. Okay.
Commissioner Claiborne, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Noel Claiborne,
Do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend
do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Thank you very much.
All right. Are there any commission comments, amendments, staff amendments to the agenda as presented? I should mention, well, let's see, I can save that. I don't have any cards with respect to public comment. Is there any public comment this morning?
So there's
All right. Do the commissioners have any comments or staff?
Yes, I would like to welcome Noel to the commission. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Frank. I'm glad to be here, certainly, and hope to be able to help out with the campaign finance ethics status in the county.
Your addition will be appreciated. I just had a couple of thoughts. One was ordinarily upon reelection or reappointment, the appointee or elected official is sworn in again, and I would simply ask county council whether there's a requirement that we do so for Mr. McBride and myself upon reappointment. If not, I'm great with that. I just didn't want to overlook something.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. If there is such a requirement, we'll put it on next month's agenda.
Yes, I'll confirm that, and if there's any issue, we'll put it on the next agenda.
I've also asked asked staff to put an item on next month's agenda with respect to our required annual election of officers, and I presume that will come up at that time. All right, the next item on our agenda is to receive and file the Ventura County Campaign Finance Ethics Commission fiscal report. Does staff have any comments with respect to that report at this time?
Just a quick overview for the July 1st, 2013 through March 31st, 2014 reporting period. There's a total of $48,627 in administrative costs. Primarily that's Mr. Smith's time and my time, and then also the majority of costs were from elections, and that was the implementation of their e-file application. So if you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Excuse me, would you say that was the result of the Elections Division?
Yes,
What's that cost?
they recently implemented an e-file application.
Oh,
So
okay.
people can go online and file paperwork, and also the public can go and look up information.
Thank you.
Any commissioner comments?
Mr. Chairman, I have a question also about that e-file system. Is there any contemplation that e-filing will become mandatory as it is becoming in some jurisdictions across the country?
At this point, we haven't heard that.
Now, certain of our filings are required to be electronically filed under the ordinance, but generally, that's not so. Okay. Any comments? Which pleasure.
Move to receive and file.
Any objection? So ordered. Well, that's the last thing we have on our agenda, but there ought to be another item. Any motion with respect to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right. No objection. We're adjourned. That was short and sweet.